This supreme front lower control arm and ball joint assembly for the driver's side of the 2016 to 2023 Toyota Tacomas is a great replacement option for owners dealing with worn out suspension components, uneven tire wear, or poor handling performance. If you're noticing excessive play in your steering, vibrations, or alignment issues, this assembly provides a high-quality, factory-style replacement to restore your Toyota stability and ride quality. This is a direct fit lower control arm and ball joint assembly designed to match OEM specifications, ensuring a precise fit and reliable performance on 2016 to 23 Tacomas. The pre-installed ball joint eliminates the hassle of having to press in a new one, and the setup comes pre-greased, making installation much easier. By replacing a worn or damaged control arm, you'll experience smoother handling, improved suspension articulation, and enhanced road grip. This part is also designed for long-term durability, ensuring consistent performance even under off-road or heavy-duty use. Constructed from durable, high-strength forged steel, this lower control arm is built to handle the rigors of daily driving and off-road terrain. The ball joint is greasable and comes pre-greased, featuring a sealed design with a dust boot and rubber bushings to prevent dirt and debris from affecting the performance while extending the life of the component. The assembly is coated to resist corrosion and ensuring long-lasting durability even in harsh weather conditions and salted roads during the winter. Now, as far as pricing goes on this, it's coming in right in that $200 price range, which is a pretty solid price point for a high quality lower control arm that comes with a new ball joint already pressed in for a more simple installation. Now, as far as that installation goes, it's going to be pretty straightforward because this is a direct bolt-on replacement. But the process does require removing the wheel, disconnecting the suspension components, and aligning the new assembly. A professional alignment is highly recommended after you install a new lower control arm to ensure proper tire wear and handling. So we're giving this a 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, and you can expect to get this in probably about an hour of your time. Now, let's see exactly how this goes in with an install video from one of our extreme terrain customers.
Got all the tools out we'll be needing today. Got our impact wrench, brush to clean things under there if they're all gunked up. We need needle nose pliers with a cotter pin. Punch may be needed, lock out some of the bolts. A marker. Crescent wrench just in case, a 19mm wrench, a flathead screwdriver, torque wrench, a couple of hammers we need to knock some pieces off with, pry bar, 12mm socket for our skid plate, 19, 22, and 24, and a socket wrench just in case as well. So first thing we're going to do is jack up the truck and get the tire off. We're going to take off 4 12mm bolts for the skid plate, and also I did go ahead and put up some jack stands just for a little extra insurance. Here we go. So next step will be getting these bolts out of the arm, and we want to mark on here where and on the frame here so that we can line up our alignment as best that we can when we're putting it back together. And we're going to do both sides. These bolts are 19mm. So we're going to hammer this guy out. Now we're going to do the same to the back. Next we're going to get our shock bolt out. It's a 19mm. We're going to get our cotter pin out. We'll have to bend one piece over and then knock it out, wiggle it out. I'm using my needle nose. Bend over pretty easy. Straighten this thing up a little first. Okay, so since we can't get this to pop out, we will take the bracket bolts off. Next part is we need to get the bracket off of our old arm. Just smack it with a hammer. So next we're going to go ahead and put our steering knuckle back on. Now you do want to make sure this little piece here is towards the front of the truck. Just make it snug but not tight. Just help hold it together while we're get that one started. Okay, and these are 19 millimeters. We'll go and tighten this one out as well. 24. So we need to get our cotter pin in here first before we go to the shock bolt. Bend that guy over. Take it up. Now we're ready for our shock bolt. Next we'll be getting our shock bolt in. It is a 19 millimeter nut. Go. Put our washer on, our nut back on. I'm torquing this to 61. There we go. And this is a 22 millimeter. Hammer it in. And one thing, the bolts go from front to back. There we go. Make sure our lines are in alignment there. I need to rotate this a little bit. So we have roughly my lines lined up. So we're going to work on the front one now. Once you get the right one, make sure you get the one. It's got some straight edges for the sleeve. That's a little trouble. We get our skid plate back on. We got get it in the little hooks. Kind of holds it in place. And then again, it's 12 millimeter. We got our 12 millimeter. Tighten that down. Make sure they're on there good and snug. And now just get the tire on and jack it down.
All right, that's gonna wrap things up for our Supreme front lower control arm and ball joint assembly for the 2016 to 2023 Toyota Tacomas. And for all things Tacoma, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.